Welcome back. This week I have some super fun ideas ready for you in case you are like last minute like me for Mother's Day. Now, whether you have your mother still or you want to go adopt one, maybe your next door neighbor or someone at a nursing home you don't even know, anyone would love to get any of these amazing gifts. They are simple DIYs with all supplies from the Dollar Tree. So sit back, relax, and let's get inspired. Okay, for the first DIY, we're going to redo these little car coasters. They're really cute how they are, but I'm just imagining these 3 different choices of vinyl on them. So this is kind of how they come from the Dollar Tree. They're a little bit tricky to find. You may have to go to several locations to actually find these little treasures, but once you do, you are set. Now, last video I'll tag below, I showed you some other ideas of what to do with this buffalo check vinyl from Crafter's Square section of Dollar Tree that do not require your cutting machine. But right here, I am using just a cutting tool from Dollar Tree to cut out the shape of the car coaster into the vinyl piece and just kind of pull it away as you go. This is probably one of the easiest things you can create as a gift for Mother's Day for someone special. Now, once you have it all, cut out into the shape of the car coaster, you're just going to simply peel back the vinyl from its backing and stick it on your car coaster. Now, you can either choose to cover up the design that's on there, or you can put it on the back and make it an easy reversible car coaster as well. And I went back and just trimmed it up a little bit. It's a little bit picky just to make sure that all the edges were smooth. But yeah, this is the easiest DIY for Mother's Day. This is how they turned out in my car. I absolutely love them. The second DIY is going to be these pink little slippers from the Dollar Tree using some ribbon and bling. Now, I saw these and I didn't think much of them because they are really cheap. They're $1.25 slippers. Let's get serious here, $1.25. So I don't expect a lot of wear and tear out of these, but I think that for what they're used for, they could be really, really cute. So I chose buffalo check, of course, ribbon from the Dollar Tree and decided to glue it to the middle of the slipper. So just eyeballing the width of the foot, I made 2 cuts into the ribbon to go around the middle of these slippers. And I just used my hot glue gun, and I feel like it's going to hold up just fine for the amount of time that these slippers will probably hold up for me. I'm not sure, but it is the thought that counts, and I think this is a cute little thoughtful gift for any mother on Mother's Day. Now, once I had the ribbon on there, I went ahead and used that little tool, also from the Dollar Tree. It's called an embossing tool, I believe. And just to kind of poke it down into the edges to make sure that it was not hanging over the side, and just tucked in really nicely down there into the crack between the fuzzy part and the actual edge of the sole of the slipper. So once I had that part done, they're pretty cute how they are, but I decided to add a bow out of the exact same buffalo check ribbon. So you've seen me make these little sweet zip tie bows before. They're just little DIY bows that you can make with just a ribbon and a zip tie. You just fold the 2 pieces over like you would for a breast cancer bow and zip tie the center. It is that easy. And I just think they're super cute, sweet. I love how small and dainty they are. I just kind of cut off the zip tie and then the bottom of the ribbon, and ultimately decided to dovetail or mermaid tail the bottom of the ribbon as well, just as like a little added finish to this bow, because this was like kind of the, you know, main event for these slippers. And then I decided to grab another piece and repeat it for the other slipper. Just trying to kind of gauge the bows so they're pretty close in size. Didn't want them to be too different for the two slippers. But yeah, I think the bows bring it up a notch all by themselves. But of course, you know, I couldn't leave it alone with just two sweet little bows. I decided to break out my Bling embellishment, which is just this little rhinestone jewelry, and you can get it. I'm going to put a link below, and I do have a blog post with all the steps and the links to the Bling as well. Now, these conveniently have a little clip on the back. If you didn't, you could simply hot glue them to the bows, but I was able to just pin them like a brooch to the bows, which made it really super duper convenient. And then I just added a dot of hot glue there to the center of that ribbon and added the bow with the bling. Oh my goodness. These turned out so stinking cute. I cannot even for the life of me believe that these were $1.25. $1.25 for this pair of adorable, cute as ever slippers. I think any mom would be proud to get this as a gift from someone that loved them. I honestly kept this pair for myself, and I'm just gonna make a separate pair as well for gifting. But these are so adorable. Look at these. And you could use any jewelry in the middle. You could use any ribbon. I'm thinking a leopard or cheetah would be really cute. Yeah, so run grab those spa slippers. The next DIY, we're going to use that little cheese shaker and the Himalayan pink salt, some paint, and the ribbon again. Now, I was just kind of going with this spa theme for some reason. I guess I need some relaxation. And so we're going to make this bath salt and put it in this cute shaker container. And I thought to kind of go with the theme, we could paint it like a light pink color. So I just combined some Waverly white chalk paint with some hot pink paint from the Dollar Tree until I had the color that I thought looked best. And I painted the top of the cheese grater. It's not a grater, y'all. It's like a shaker. I guess it's a cheese shaker. But I've seen people use these for tons of projects, like a floral frog and just like this. I've not seen anybody use it for bath salts, but I thought it would be perfect for bath salts. Now, I did have to give this 2 good coats, so I did dry it in between with my heat gun, and then once it was completely dry, I decided to take the sticker off the bottom of the jar with the heat gun as well. It's just a quick little trick. You just heat it up really quickly and then gently, patiently peel off the sticker, and it doesn't even leave any residue behind. So, love that. And then I decided to add the pink Himalayan salt. Now, you could go with any bath salts, but this bath salt was from the Dollar Tree, and it was already pink, and it was just perfect, ready to go for $1.25. So I filled it to the top and decided to, what did I do here? Why do I have my heat gun? Oh, because that was not dry yet. You guys, sometimes I forget like the process that I went through. I did this a few days ago. So I took that embossing tool, and any pieces of paint that were sticking up in the holes still, I went ahead and pushed back down through, and then I used a baby wipe to kind of wipe clean any of the paint that had gone through the holes to the other side of the lid. And it cleaned up really nicely. It's, all clean and shiny in there, and then all the holes were completely see-through so that there wouldn't be any issues. So I was just kind of showing you the baby wipes that I used. But now I am going to add the buffalo check ribbon to kind of tie this gift in with all the other gifts. I tied a knot first around the jar lid and then cut it down really short. And Ultimately, I went back and I glued this ribbon to the edges of the jar lid. I didn't glue the thing closed, but I glued the ribbon to the jar lid. And then I ultimately did one of those little zip tie bows and glued it right to the center of the ribbon that I had tied in a knot. And of course, I ended up adding that little piece of bling again to the center of this bow. Again, I feel like just kind of tying all the gifts together so that it makes more of a statement to have this grouping of gifts that kind of are all pink and all have the buffalo check and all have the bling. So I thought it turned out really, really sweet and cute. It is adorable. You could put a little tag on it, you know, for mom or, you know, spa day or something like that on it. But yeah, super cute. Love how that turned out. Now, this one I've been wanting to try for a while. So I grabbed this stemless wine glass from the Dollar Tree, along with a few florals and some of the clear Elmer's glue. And again, I had to do the heat gun trick for the sticker. My gosh, I don't know why they put stickers on there. So hard to get off. But after a few tries, I ended up getting this lovely sticker off. If it's not coming off, I just try again. But I know if I start peeling it off and it doesn't come all the way off, it's not going to be very pretty. Now, starting with the clean glass, I'm going to add the clear glass filler. Now, I couldn't find, I didn't have the Dollar Tree marbles and the Dollar Tree glass filler. So I used what I had, but definitely you could grab this from the Dollar Tree, and it even comes in really pretty colors. Once you have that done, I will tell you that I kind of did this a little bit backwards. I would recommend you doing this part of the project last instead of right here in the middle. But I just cut a few florals with some wire cutters and kind of played with the arrangement and the length of them to see what I liked. Now, you could do this part first, but I just am thinking once you get it at least the length that you want, you're going to want to go ahead and add this glue. Now we're kind of making a faux liquid, faux acrylic water look. See how I got like glue on the flowers? I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. I was just excited to get it done. So I went ahead and went for it, and I did it with the flowers in it. But you could totally do the clear glue first. Just put a solid layer of the clear glue on. This is going to create the water look so that your flower arrangement looks like it's sitting in water and maybe is a live floral arrangement, even though it is just a faux floral arrangement with this clear acrylic liquid look. So I went ahead and just let it dry for 24 hours. This is what you get. It is so awesome. I love this technique, and I will be using it again in the future. I liked the Home Sweet Home, but you could go with a clear mug too. This is all of our projects together in a group. You could go with all of these in a basket. I think that would be such a sweet way to surprise any mom. I think would be super excited to get any of these. Are you inspired? Listen, I'm just here to give you ideas. If you like what you see, think about subscribing to my channel. Actually, don't just think about it. Hit the subscribe button now and then the notification bell. If you are not on my text list yet, so that you can get personal text from me for every time I publish a video, then be sure to hit the link that I drop below for you. Listen, watch the next video, sit back and enjoy browsing my channel.